It's finally here, the easiest way to clean a cast iron. Probably the #1 question my wife gets on Instagram all the time. We use cast iron all the time. I love it, it's great. But cleaning it can be scary, it can be a pain, so we're going to show you quick, easy steps to make that simpler. So we actually cooked some eggs up this morning, and as you can see, it is dirty. Now since that was a little while ago, the pan is cooled down. Some of this egg is going to stick. I have found the easiest way is to reheat your cast iron and then put in some coarse sea salt, which I'll show you here in a second. Right now the cast iron is warming up. We want to make sure the whole cast iron's hot, so we'll even touch up here around the sides, just give it a quick touch to see once that is warm. We'll put in some salt, and then we're going to go ahead and put under some hot water. It is nice and hot. It's actually not too hot, so I can still grab it with my hand right here. So the next thing to do is actually add in some coarse sea salt. Just put it right on wherever your mess is going to be. We're going to go ahead and put this under some warm water. Just add a little bit. I actually have the water warm already. And then you don't want to use soap with a cast iron. In the past, we've actually used wool Scotch pads. So I have this Lodge brush here. I just found it at my grocery store here. The pan is not too hot to the point where if I put this in, it's going to melt the ends of these bristles here. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and scrub it. As you can see, everything just kind of peels right off. Okay, so I have just scrubbed the pan down. Just going to go ahead and empty it. Do one more pass right here. Again, make sure you're not getting soap on your cast iron. The only time I'd recommend using soap is the first time you purchase one. We can do a video on that later as well. Alright, so I'm just going to use paper towel. Can use a microfiber cloth. Other people recommend those as well. I just use a paper towel. I've had no issues with it. It seems to work well. The final touch for a clean pan is going to be your seasoning. We primarily cook with avocado oil just because it's good for high heat. I prefer that over olive oil for my cast iron. It is still warm to the touch, so iron is actually perfect for seasoning when it's hot, because it's not constricted. It actually expands and opens up. And we want the oil to be absorbed into the pan. I'm going to use a very small amount of avocado oil. Alright, so the oil's in the pan. I got another little piece of paper towel here. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this pan down. You don't want too much oil because too much will leave your pan sticky, and you don't want that. I just wipe the whole pan down. And if you have too much oil in there, just wipe it down. It's going to be okay. So we finally have a clean pan here. It's been seasoned all around. I would just let this cool off on the countertop here, and then, before you store it away. Other than that, good to go.